murder.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, we're finally back for another episode of Fabula
It's almost
Ultima.
it's almost been a year.
It's been last year since we've played this game. And for and that was back in November, I believe. So, uh you win some, you deal with the repercussions of your actions. Uh Anyway, I'm Boosh slash Connar slash your GM today. I'm joined by the lovely Austin,
Hello.
the lovely Sara,
That's me.
and the lovely Tom.
Hello.
Other two members, Ben's making a new character. Stuffer got sick. Stuffer gave us permission to play, so we're just gonna mosey on
Our
through.
blessing, even.
Ben says he's coming.
I didn't realize Ben was making a new character.
Ben is making a new character. Is the
What
new
is he?
character ready? No.
I don't know. He said that he was coming.
No,
So he
because
was
so
gonna
I
be a
was.
bit late.
I talked to him about this last night. We are not. If he has it ready, it will not be introduced till later. But if Ben wants to add colored commentary and peanut gallery bullshit, I'm not against it.
Have him voice an NPC, even. Who knows?
Who knows? It'll be a fun time. Laughs will be had. Gaffs, japes, etc., etc. But what happened? What happened last time?
I don't know.
Brecken died.
Brecken didn't die. He got better. He's just missing.
He exploded.
He did do that.
He died, but he got better.
Yeah, Brecken. So last time, party dealt with the invasion of Dukan, which I should probably move your little token to. But dealt with the invasion of Dukan, with NPCs and whatnot. And despite having little to no prep, for this war, they only got a small amount for this singular battle. They were able to, talk Amaterasu, one of the four heavenly spears, into leaving the Empire and maybe living as Brecken's clone. Maybe.
Hold on one sec. Yeah? Hold on
Oh,
one sec.
alright. Well, that happened.
Wah, wah.
Just gonna cut through. You talked Amaterasu down. You sent some NPCs to take out a bunch of airships, a la last episode of Last Airbender style. And you defeated the Shield of the King, the Shield of the Emperor himself, Gol Galgana. And he was a little bit tricky. There was a little puzzle to his fight, which the players did not solve for almost an hour, but were able to defeat him promptly. However,
That's because the puzzle was silly.
Yeah, it was quite
The
silly.
the solution to the puzzle was death.
Yeah. You had to solve it with die. Anyway. You did solve the puzzle, however, Brecken did not solve the problem of what to do when the last blow from the villain punches straight through your gut and out your back. Almost Kung Pao-esque, if you will. watch that movie, the very beginning scene has something similar to what happened to Brecken, but sillier. Brecken, now missing spine, has retired and is not, or at least retired from the field work end of things.
You told me he went to the farm.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, Brecken's got to deal with the whole never being able to walk again thing. Potentially. But, that's an issue for another time. Brecken is also going to be, our Ben, Brecken's player, will be joining as another character soon, next session, but for now, you got these three. Also the last bit after you defeated the Galkagana, you did end up killing him and stealing his treasured little family locket. You guys had a personal little message sent from the Emperor a week after, and wrapping everything up here in Dukan and planning your next voyage. You got a little hologram message from the Emperor himself, where he is no longer interested in Baladad. However, he is interested in seeing the party suffer for the crimes of killing not only his shield, but his big brother. Who would have thought that he would be a little upset about that? But that's enough about...
Really quite miffed.
Quite miffed.
He is.
Yeah, quite upset.
To be fair, he died surprisingly easily in comparison to other dudes we fought. Like, usually it takes a couple goes at them. If they're a big boss.
Yeah, his whole thing was, his shields, which,
He managed to bypass.
Yeah, once you take out the shields, he's quite squishy.
Yeah, that was the point. Anyway, you guys were you're setting up for your next native voyage after you got a death threat sent to you. So the plan was to get to Raimachi.
Yes. How's that plan going?
So I don't know who has Wayfarer now, but would they like to make the travel rolls?
I have Wayfarer, but my travel rolls still aren't amazing, but I can put more levels into them.
Yeah.
If that will help us.
For this travel, I'm gonna make that from Dukan to here's the thing. Your route currently is taking you above Empire airspace. However, once you get past it, you'll kind of be outside of any Empire-controlled area for what looks like might be the foreseeable... actually, no, there's one. Or there's a few of them, but you'll be out of it for a spell. There isn't heavy presence of Empire here. Now, granted, this could be changing due to most of the Emperor's, biggest players are a little disposed. a little beaten, if you will. So yeah. And you have to fly.
I'm more surprised Ishtar has not reappeared.
You know, she is due.
I'm just imagining he's like, "Oh dear Emperor, I would very much like to avenge your brother, but there's one task I need to do before I am able to set forth." Fucking just sits around watches TV.
Yeah, pretty much. So, who's going? Where are we dropping, boys? What's the flight path looking like? Sarah, I'll let you draw draw your flight path, if you will.
Uh-oh.
I'm
I don't
giving
know
you-
if you want Ari to...
Well, I thought
to
you were
draw
on the roll 20, but
I'm not. I'm coming in right now.
okay.
So this is me. I think we said that we wanted to go to the Green Dune outpost first, right? Was that what we said last time, or am I misremembering?
You might be misremembering. There's been talks about going to Plexi, you know, visiting,
Let's go to Helltomb.
Helltomb. Where's Helltomb?
We're in the bottom.
Where's
Oh yeah. So Helltomb is just a town at the end of a river in Baladad, which is located right next to one of the big sandstorms.
Okay.
So, and that is away from your objective, but you can go there.
I mean, we're supposed to ride Bachi. Why are we going south? Unless you
I
plan
don't
to
know.
slingshot us.
I just looked at what looked cool on the map.
Yeah, I thought that was the reason why we were choosing to go to the, like, just as the next stop to lay over, get new supplies before going further north.
I thought we already got the supplies.
You actually have not repaired the ship. She's looking a little rough. A bit of wear and tear, if you will. Wear and tear, I meant to say delay.
So rather than getting the repairs done in Dukan, where we have to do so in
Anywhere, I mean,
so in Helltomb.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's happening?
I'm just trying to make sense of the flight
I'm
path.
not good at this.
Okay. So
I'll
rather
get us
than
there if you point me in the direction, but don't make me choose where to go.
I mean, you can fly to the end.
To the end?
I mean, you will have to make one stop for your ship to refuel before, and really, like, the farthest you can get, map-wise, is, Raimachi, before you're gonna need refueling.
What if we went like that?
Hold on, what's your going path? Back to green. Wait, Green Dune Outpost.
Yeah. So,
That's unaligned, right? Or that's the
yeah.
Sagaro.
Yeah, it is a part of the Bandit Syndicate.
We can take out some bandits.
We did whoop them last time. All right, but wait, why can't we just go straight line?
Well, how
Where would
long
be the
will
fun
it
in
take
that?
us to repair the ship? Because if we can fly all the way to Reimachi in one go, I think we should just do that.
Where's that?
We need to refill fuel on the way there in order to.
No,
get
I
to
thought
the
he
rest
said that
of-
that's where we would need to refuel.
I'm gonna say yes. I mean, you've probably refueled at this point, but the next time you're gonna need to refuel is when you're in Raimachi.
Where is that?
Raimachi
Huh?
is close to
Oh, I
where.
see it.
Yep. It is actually close to where Ari grew up.
Oh man.
Ari, I believe, is a bit north.
Maybe we should go say hi to the family.
Wait, are you Nuian, or I thought you were part of?
No, not really anything.
Okay, then. Where are you from?
Connar,
So,
where am I from?
oh gosh, we talked about this.
We
Blah,
did.
blah,
I
blah,
always forget
blah.
though.
So technically, you got family. You know, part of you says like, we have family from Anu, but we've lived in, we've sort of nomaded around between, Corrupt Bliss, Duzak Outposts, Cattown Lady, Port Ghost Ret, Pittsburgh, but most of the time your family travels through. And back in the day, and City of Soren is one of the, you got family there.
Soaring, flying.
Which,
There's not a star in heaven we can reach if you try it.
good dude.
I'll be breaking
Are
free.
you good?
You got it out of your system?
I'm done now.
You define gravity,
Okay,
I
so
see.
they're
But
okay, they're in Soren. Okay, I see now.
yeah, City of Soren is probably you've bet a lot of your extended family lives out of. Well, probably sort of that in between area between Cattown Lady and City of Soren, which City of Soren's on a giant dinosaur.
Nice.
Yep.
My family would live on a giant dinosaur.
All right, I think this is the route we should take, guys.
What about the Mobius outpost?
No, our enemies are there,
Oh, never mind.
and then we go from there, and there.
Y'all agree to this plan?
Oh yeah, no, this is probably better.
Any opposed? Because there is another thing that we could do,
What's that?
and that is we go here, we go here, and then we go here, and then we outfit the bus to go here. We fly over the Shaitan.
That could be kind of fun.
It would be dangerous.
It would.
Not only that, but what if Imperials like to float above the Shaitan?
They do.
But we'll shoot him down.
Yeah, Imperial ships have been known to go over the Shaitan. Your ship can, without, how do I put this? With what mods you have to the ship right now, the highest you can go is above a Shaitan, but even then, it's extremely dangerous to fly over just due to Sometimes you just get sucked into the vacuum of this giant raging storm. Or
We'll say we would probably die, but it might be exciting.
You're not selling me.
Come on, don't you
To
want to
be
go where
fair,
no one's gone before?
trying to go over, the heavy volcanic area and then going through immediately afterwards the cold and then the God Glow desert, that would allow us to skip it. I think the God Glow desert is more dangerous than the Shaitans.
you do know.
Well, I still have some stuff that I could outfit the bus with. Let's see. I have some of these fish scales from a while ago. Could protect us from the cold, at least. Maybe from the heat as well.
It's just like the Empire does have a good amount of presence in those areas. So the Hodaj town? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Hodag.
Hodag?
Yep.
Yeah, the Hodag town is a way to possibly skip it. I honestly, I think both are like, there is no easy path here. So the question is do we want to go to through the mountainous path that is overall probably safer because worst comes to worst, you can always run away, or do we want to do the risky, get us to there as quickly as possible and avoid all of that stuff?
Well,
I'm good for whatever.
I'm always for the risky option. But thinking about it, if we also want the option with the most loot, then I'd say we should go over the mountains. Probably a little bit of a wasteland.
We should let the
Through the
ring bearer
storm.
decide.
The ring bearer?
It's okay, you guys wouldn't get it.
Yeah, don't we all have rings?
Oh yeah.
All right. So then to confirm, it seems like what we're saying is we go here, fly over the Nada plains, and then from there. The question is do we want to? And then once we're here, I think we'll need to get more of a lay of land, mostly because the bus will need to be outfitted to get us through the mountains. I mean, no matter what, we'd probably need to do modifications to get over the Shaitan too. So, and theoretically, if we get to Raimachi and it seems like it is going to be too much of a hassle to go over the mountains, we can just loop back around. There's no reason to stop.
So, are you do know
do you think?
that the Badabur's desert is highly it's just filled with active volcanoes. It's a volcanic desert in a lot of parts. It's gonna get really, really hot and then really, really cold. Raimachi, from what you remember, in even your good boy Ignacio tells you, yeah, it's probably the best place to make sure we can get the bus through the heat we're about to put it through.
All right, Sarah, I think it's time for you to make your first travel roll.
Yay!
Oh boy. Alright. I love you
What do
as
I
a friend.
roll?
I'm very scared right now.
Roll me a d8.
Just 1d8.
I mean, I guess first, this travel roll, how far will it get us?
It will get you to the Nada Plains, where you're
Okay.
probably around here.
I rolled a 2.
Good
There's
news.
almost a scope.
It is relatively uneventful thus far.
And I'm resourceful, so for travel rolls, I get, I think, inventory points? Yeah.
All right.
Or did we refresh our inventory points already?
Yeah.
I'll wait till
Yeah.
I'll wait till we
Yeah, I think we
I don't
will.
have it listed that I did. I don't think I bought them, so I'll like wait to actually
I'll just
refresh them
subtract
until we
the
get there.
money. I'll
Okay.
just subtract the money. Caution.
All right. So next, do we want to fly to Corrupt Haven or Pancano Village for our next roll? Or I guess, can we even make it to Pancano Village? Is that a possibility?
Yes.
What's the general knowledge about these two places?
They were a part of this is actually your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So this place, other than Baladad, and has the biggest body of water with the Mobius River. Think of obviously big hill, big mountains covered with rainforest, basically, which would be a change of scenery. These two villages are their own independent nations, much like Heat's Relief, which was its own country or city-state at one point before the Empire came in and made it a memory. But with them being so close to Empire, the reason they probably haven't been conquered yet is just due to the jungle is almost as bad as the desert. It actually gets cool, not weather-wise, because it tends to get, when it gets cool, it's actually quite refreshing. But the creatures inside the jungle, kind of rough.
But like, are the villages like known for being like welcoming to outsiders? Like with our general knowledge, is there one that like would be probably a better stop off point than the other?
Korup Haven, how do I put it? Would have more in common with like probably has more in common with a colony. It was a safe, a safer area for people of the Korup race, which isn't really a separate race from you. It's just people who've been mutated by magic, and just a large population have gathered there. And then Picano Village, that place, how do I put it? That location, sort of isolated outside of the jungle. It sort of acts as It kind of acts like that one place you were in Balhadad, the port. Oh my god, what was it? Artifact. But, much smaller. It's a much smaller town. Like, Heat's Relief was a city, while this was like the burbs. You've probably been here more often because Heat's Relief was that close to it. And you were.
It sounds like Korup is probably better since it's in the jungle. It's easier to hide from and get away if we need to.
Yep. It
What do you guys think?
usually does not accept people who are not Korups, but you know a guy who's a Korup. Stroganoff. He's cool.
Please let Stroganoff be there.
So roll me another travel roll. This time, I'm gonna say this one's gonna also be a D8. Sarah?
Oh, I'm rolling it.
Oof.
Oh, is that bad? Oof.
That is bad.
Oof.
Alright.
Oh, that's the max number. Wait, you have Fabula points.
Well, how bad could it really be?
So.
You're going to
Alright. So, on the way there, you know what? Just to mess with you guys further. On the way, on the Nada Plains, usually the Nada Plains has been known to be
not that bad.
not that bad. And they're a bit boring. They're good for, taking time to do a bike stunt or whatever, but it's mostly flat. Like, you can't even do any cool jumps or anything. However, what is pretty close by is Mobius Outpost, which was probably called something else in the past, but whatever. You don't care, Ari. Maybe we could just get a little bit of a closer look. See what's going on over there?
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
Now, Ari, to avoid this, your friends going through this, here's the offer I'm going to make for you.
Yeah.
I will give you a Fabula point if you decide
I'm
to
doing
go
it.
close. Okay. I was going to say, if you don't want to do it, I would take one away, but...
I was gonna say I've already added the Fabula point.
Okay. So you get...
This is me, on my bike going separate, you're saying?
No, you're just zooming the bus in.
Okay. I thought you said so
And...
that they don't have to deal with it.
No. That's what I'm saying for the purpose of this. Let me continue. You get the bus a little bit closer just so you could, scout out the area a little bit better. See why Mobius Outpost is so important. And an artillery shell fires your direction and hits the bus for 40 damage.
Oof. Do you have the bus character sheet?
Yes. I'm actually keeping track of the bus's health.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
We didn't repair.
Yeah, you did not repair them.
Oops.
So it was at 158. Now it's at 108, I believe it would be. Or it'd be 18. Yeah, it'd be 118. Now, Ari, you can continue the fight. They do have a big, land-to-air gun, but, your friends are awake. Everyone is shucking. What's the plan?
So
You can't escape.
oh, but where's the fun in that? Come on.
No.
What? Okay, hold on
Sorry.
1 second. Let me look at something.
You realize how incredibly stupid this is. We just.
It's like, by the way, it's like 2
How
a.m.
many enemy ships are there?
Stupid and genius is like two sides of the same
Right
coin.
now, you don't know how many ships will be coming after you, but you're pretty dang sure you have a large gun being shot at you from below.
Oh, so it's like a surface to air missile.
Yep, pretty much. It's like a big mounted gun, almost like a def. Yeah, it's a surface to air missile or artillery shell, whatever. Big fucking cannon.
How
Ari's
big does the Morbius outpost look?
You see, like, it's 2 a.m. I'm gonna tell you right now, so it's dark. You do see a lot of lights down there. It's a decently sized city. It's not anywhere as big as Heat Relief was, but it was a good sized city.
Ari says, "Back me up," and then she does the thing where she like hops on her bike and like goes out the little bike exit. She has the stealth module on, so she's gonna be sneaky. The plan is to get down to the ground and use the excavation module to dig underneath the ground, to get as close to the land-to-air missile as possible, and then sneakily take it out. That's the plan.
Okay. You're gonna have to make a few checks for this to
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Well, Team B, you have been given control of the ship. And, Ari just ran out.
Back the bus up so we could be outside of the range of the gun, and then wait for Ari to check in.
Okay. So, Tom, if you could roll me a check for the bus real quick. The bus is, the bussies.
I'm gonna switch from my headphones to my computer really quick, so I might
No
sound
problem.
weird for a second.
Yep. Tom, if you're gonna control this bus, roll me, a D8. Roll me 2 D8s. I will say if you spend
Wait, is this like a travel roll that you're doing?
No, this is you piloting the bus to move it out of the way of more incoming fire. And to get out of the way of the fire. Roll me a double D8. And if you
It's not like an individual like skill check or anything.
yeah, no, this is the bus's D8 stat here. So this is the bus's, agility versus
Oh, okay, so yeah.
an obstacle, basically. Because they're about to light up the sky like the 4th of July here.
12.
12? All right. So, you thought you would have time to charge the nitro a bit, but with an artillery shell coming your way, like this missile coming your way, you force the bus to take evasive maneuvers and managed to dodge this missile that was coming straight towards it. Bunker, is there anything you want to do?
So part of me is wanting to take control of one of the guns and basically shoot one of like any like ordnance coming at us just to kind of counter it. Actually, in fact, let me double check something.
You can use the ship's gun, if you will.
I have crossfire, remember?
Well, I think we've already moved back though, right?
You're on your way to moving back. If you make another 2 successful checks, you'll be out of the range of the big gun and have escaped.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I have crossfire, and what I can do is basically, using an amount of mind points equal to the accuracy roll, I will basically negate the attack using like the ship's guns.
All right. So this is more of like this was going to be more of like an obstacle sort of damage. Yes, it is at ranged, but because it's so much of it and you're not really able to see it because of night. This is like having a fighter jet fight at night.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Is there anything you want me to roll, or do you want me to spend the MP?
It's up to you if you want to try to set up for crossfire. For the future, or I hate to tell you this, you can activate Bunker Buddy and have him wrap around the bus. But you don't have to. And he would be instantly taken out by at least one of these damage rolls here.
You can eat up to 50 HP.
Okay, so it would take 2 shells to get him.
Yeah, I'm going to activate the Bunker Buddy ship defense system that Bunker installed secretly that no one noticed. But basically, what happens is like activating shields. Shields, and then like giant inflatable tube man pops out of the back of the ship, wraps around the fucking.
I was imagining it was the bottom, and the wind sort of like makes it wrap around. Or just having Bunker Buddy shoot out the butt would be very funny. And like being dangling from behind.
Yeah, it's like a weird drone.
No, it's like a party streamer, if you will, or like one of those like a streamer you'd put on a car after a wedding.
Okay.
Or the cans of like Just Married. It's Bunker Buddy comes out.
Okay, so hear me out. Idea. Basically, it's a giant version of Bunker Buddy for the ship, but there are like little counter mines attached to them. So like when a ship tries to fire at it, like one of them, like it hits one of those little mines instead.
I'm not gonna have it be mines like that, but I do like the idea of an even bigger Bunker Buddy. And then written underneath, it says just Bunker.
Just bunkered.
Yep. So you can set up that whatever you need to spend to do that, you can do.
Okay, yeah, but that's just going to be 10 MP.
All right. Next up, Ari. So I am not letting you roll with speed here because you are trying to be stealthy. I'm not going to give you your advantages of going fast. You can either be fast or you can be sneaky. What's it going to be? Sara? Hello?
Sarah, did you replug in your microphone after you switched your headphones?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, you came in very, very quiet.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm so good at being fast, and you're giving me the option to be fast?
I will say there's a potential of taking some damage if you decide to go in fast. Because in whatever you're trying to do, might not come out the way you want it.
So you're saying you would prefer me to be stealthy?
I am saying that you have a choice.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
Alright. Roll me a Dex Insight check.
Oh my gosh, and I actually have my 12 decks instead of my 10 decks that I've been rolling forever.
Yippee!
And then it's +2 from my module.
Mm-hmm.
$15.
Alright. So they seem to be distracted by the bus and have not noticed you deploy your bike here so far. Moving back, another missile whizzes past Ari, pops open and multiple mini missiles pop out. All of them somehow, despite being like little heat-seeking missiles going towards the bus, all get intercepted by Bunker Buddy, or Big Bunker Buddy, and takes 40 damage.
Bunker Bus Buddy.
Yep. Tom, do you want to make another one of those checks to try to escape? Or do you have something else in mind?
I mean, if it's going to take us another 2 rounds to escape, like,
if you have a
Sarah
clever,
will either taking out the...
If you have a clever idea, I will.
I was going to say, if Sarah can take out the cannon before then maybe it just makes more sense for us to just also go in. What do you guys think?
Like, take out the cannon within. Unless you want me to play fire support. You're the only one who can actually teleport onto the ship, so... Bunker.
Well, as far as we can tell, there's no other airships in this area, right?
You cannot tell at this current moment.
Yeah. So they probably have like a couple that are landed, but the gun is just mounted in the ground. How long would it be for us to be able to land? If it's a surface-to-air missile, if we land, it might not be able to hit us.
I'm gonna say it takes about at least 5 to 10 minutes to properly land, or at least safely land. 5 minutes, 5 to 10, depending on how high you are. And you are pretty high up in the sky. If you want to be reckless about it, and this will bypass Bunker Buddy Austin and do damage to the bus, you could land faster. So, what's it gonna be? Hello? Tom?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Thinking? Boy, these motherfuckers sure love to think. It's a dangerous activity, if you ask me.
It's Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it?
Hey, Ben. You're not even here for this session. And they're already almost destroyed the bus.
This is fine.
Who would have thought Brecken was secretly
Uh.
the one keeping everything together?
It's very funny. It's like, all right, first 30 minutes of the game. Here's our carefully constructed plan on how to get to where we need to refuel.
Sorry, I want to poke the lion.
I want to poke the lion. Let's bother the Empire.
I just want to see what would happen.
All right.
Probably have cool stuff that we can take.
It's 2 a.m., so Brecken is asleep. Ben, could you make a honk schnoo or whatever the sound of Brecken sleeping would be?
Is he even on the boat?
No, he's not. He's back at home, safe in his house.
Enjoying some warm cocoa.
Yep. It's 2 a.m., so probably not.
Is he
I
How
guess
long would it
I
keep
still
doing
just don't
this?
understand why we don't leave.
You guys can.
How-
I'll catch up.
Like,
Okay.
okay, so paint the picture for me, cause last time I thought we
Brecken.
ended up at my place or my parents'
Yeah, we're
place.
flying to the next town, and there was a bad travel
And-
roll. That's why we're in this.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I had let me
Sarah
get.
just
I gotta get to the
wanted
roll
to
20
spice
thing.
things up.
Yeah, there really isn't a scene posted here. Because if I had for every single one. But right now, I was joking around saying, Brecken, it's 2 a.m. What is Brecken doing at 2 a.m. in his house?
Making chocolate pudding.
I was gonna say, is a jar of peanut butter and a spoon.
Let's be real, guys. Brecken would use his finger. No? Go ahead, Ben.
All right, I'm gonna make another roll
Do it.
to leave.
Yep.
Do it.
And Ben, describe what Brecken does at 2 a.m.
Well, what did he do at 2 a.m.? Like, why? He's. I guess, like, I guess at this moment in time, he could be sleepwalking,
Mm-hmm.
reliving IRL the moments in his dreams. Yeah, however, he is paralyzed. So he is currently dreaming that he is stuck halfway in concrete.
That's so
Good.
sad.
Hell.
All my
Oh,
friends
I
are having exciting adventures about me, Bunker. We're all gonna die! Oh!
No, so basically speaking, what he does is, basically speaking, he just does getting over by Bennett Foddy he just goes. It's basically like him in the pod, and he just uses the hammer to get around everywhere. But instead of a pod, it's just a cinder block. Or lower half of a body.
What? Yep. So, Tom, that roll was not high enough.
Alright, I'll use a Fabula point.
Nice.
I'll connect with Bunker in order to get me up to the 12.
All right. You do that, and then you manage to avoid what looks like to be rapid artillery being shot from below as well. Managed to definitely evade that as you gain distance. Bunker.
Yes.
Anything you want to do? Scan the area. You can.
Yeah, Bunker's gonna scan. It's willpower insight.
Scanning, I believe, is a double insight, or or studying, or whatever it's called.
Inspect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's inspect. Yeah. Inspect. What did I get? Oh, hold on. 10.
All right. If you do not, I'm going to let you know right now, for the next check Tom does, he will get a +1. You do see there are ships about to take off on the ground, so if you don't nitro boost away, they will follow you.
Oh god.
And the nitro boost costs either an inventory point on your guys' part, or the bus can spend its own MP.
Is Ari back on the bus yet?
No, I've only just gotten down there.
Yeah.
I think you should let me make another roll.
Well, it's Austin's turn.
Wow.
And he can't see Ari.
I think Ari would have said before she left, don't wait up for me.
Bye-bye.
Don't wait up for me, bye. Like a teenage girl who left the house without permission. Without telling her parents what she's doing. Now she's grounded and the prom's tomorrow. Anyway.
This is how I feel, Connor.
She's grounded as in she's literally digging underground with her high-tech motorbike. Her high-tech flying motorbike.
I can't believe I have to spend my time on my high-tech motorbike digging a hole when I could be at prom. Anyway.
This is really hard. I'm not gonna lie, Colin.
Oh well, actually, you actually used your turn to scan. So.
Oh yeah.
So it is Ari's turn.
Yay!
Okay, so Ari has until the end of the round before me and Tom have to decide.
Technically, Ari has a speed boost mechanic as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. You guys know that I will be able to catch up with you, even if you use the nitro boost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. What's it gonna... Ari, what are you doing?
I think it would be fun to dig under the ground and, basically, put an explosive charge right underneath the gun.
Alright. I believe, whatever you have to spend to make a bomb like that, the other thing I'm gonna ask is you to, give me with the bike. I feel like this is gonna be a double insight here.
Not dexterity?
Not dexterity. You're digging.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be you using your might to push through the earth.
No, because the bike has the module.
This is
The
not a
excavation
speed
module?
roll. It does.
It's not, I mean, it's not speed, but what does it say anything about?
Because this is a clever little scheme. You're literally Bugs Bunnying them. You're pulling but what Bugs Bunny does to Florida. To them, I'm gonna say this is an insight.
The wrong thing. So what do you want me to roll double insight?
Actually, I will let you roll insight dexterity because you are maneuvering around through the earth. I will say, you hitting the ground, people will notice at this point.
Can I make a stealth roll?
No.
The ground is sand. It's not that noisy.
Not here. It's mud.
That's even better.
So it's just a big slump.
Okay, how does an 8 do me?
An 8? This is kind of a difficult roll. An 8's not going to do it for you here.
I mean, if you re-roll that one,
I am gonna re-roll the one then. This was the.
if you do
All right.
you're pretty much guaranteed a better roll.
What are you
Yeah, I'm gonna
invoking?
re-roll the one too.
What are you invoking?
Daredevil, of course.
Okay. Roller.
4 is not much better, but it is definitely better.
Yeah, no. This gets you through the sand without anyone taking gun out or not the sand, the mud and clay on the ground below you. And you're in between two very underground water system areas, which is the Sea of Sinking Sand and the Mobius River County country play. So you do with a big slurp, get underneath the earth and start digging around this thing's foundation. By the beginning of your next turn, it will have fallen into the earth at least a story.
Hell yeah.
Next up, Hal.
Okay.
One more set of maneuvers to avoid retaliating fire. What's it gonna be? Alright, yeah, no, that's good. Hal, you you start spiraling the bus to avoid certain fire, and you have yourself spiraling towards the ground with the bus, and then last minute swerve up while spinning to make all the missiles hit the ground instead of you. And you, Austin, your turn. Are you gonna use the nitro boost?
Alright, I'm gonna use the nitro boost.
Are you using an inventory point, or are you gonna spend the bus's MP?
I'm gonna save the bus's MP.
You're gonna use the bus's MP? Alright, that costs money to regain.
No.
Oh.
Wait, no, I said I was using an inventory point.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, you do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, Bunker basically does what he needs to do to ignite nitro, and, basically, Bunker sinks in his chair as this thing goes faster than it needs to be. Which direction, if I may ask before I do, are we heading?
I'm going to say the correct direction.
Okay, the correct direction.
Yep.
Towards Corrupt Haven.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Ari.
Yeah.
You've dug underneath the turret here. This thing was standing at least like 2 stories tall. And just by digging through the earth and fucking the foundation up real hard, it starts collapsing inwards.
So wait, did you? My thing was saying I was gonna like put little explosive charges.
Oh yeah.
Am I still?
I apologize. I misunder.
I'm good with digging around and having it sink into the ground. I think that's very fun.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't have to use inventory points to make materials.
I'm gonna say yes. I will say, this does fuck up the gun. It doesn't destroy the gun all the way, but it will make it harder for them to use this gun.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is, as I was digging around, I was leaving behind, let's say, like 3 charges. How many inventory points would you say that would take?
I know I should play it because this is narrative. I'm gonna say 2 inventory points.
Okay. I'm gonna take away 2. I have the thing that says that they cost 1 less, but I'm assuming you're just taking that into account. So I'm taking
Yeah.
2. Okay.
And are you gonna sneak out or are you going to speed out?
I think I want to speed out because I want to like explode the charges as I'm riding away, and then ride away in a fire explosion.
All right. Roll me a dex. So you are speed.
Let me see what I'm adding to this. $16.
16. All right. With a 16, you are able to get out of there without a scratch.
But I look really cool.
Yeah, literally coming out of the mud, the wet earth, if you will, here, and the hover bike. You're doing that effect that you see when a character with super speed runs on water, but for you it's mud.
Yeah.
And you're just caked in the stuff right now.
Well, I have the excavation module. It kind of like protects me, but the bike is definitely gonna need a wash.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, just from being underground, I like to imagine the front part of you that's hidden behind the drill. Perfectly fine. Any residuals, entire backside, mud.
I'll allow it.
All right.
I gotta fix that. That's what Ari says. I gotta fix that so I don't get all messy.
And you managed to zoom on out of there and find the Baddington bus. Parked right outside of Korup Haven.
You also see Bunker outside the Baddington bus, looking like a father that caught her daughter like way past when she was supposed to come back in.
Arms crossed, tapping his foot. looking very upset, very cross with me. Ari's like stretching, like, oh, that was a nice little workout. Ugh.
That was a workout. That's cute. That's great. Yeah, you sure you want to keep doing that? You want to keep making more damage to the Baddington bus?
It's nothing I won't fix.
It's not the matter that don't fix. There's going to be a point where something just blows us out of the sky and we're unprepared for it.
That's why I didn't put the bus down there. I just put myself down there. We're fine.
You draw attention.
I was
To
being
us.
sneaky. I was being sneaky.
I want to make the point that we're also wanted criminals that killed a major political figure a few nights ago. So, yeah, if I feel a little tense right
so
now...
it's not like things can get any worse.
You
Might as well take out the bad guys while we can when they're
Why
not.
are you jinxing this? You see Bunker's eyeballs starting to bulge out a little bit. Like,
Don't even know the meaning of the word.
Bunker screams into his hand just a little bit, like...
By the way, you guys arrive at like some time, you know, probably around like 4 in the morning, and are having this discussion. Bro's like, I have to fix my fucking books again. This is bullshit.
And Mom and Dad are arguing downstairs.
Yep. The sea monkey has helped clean up the library and the Baddington bus.
The two of them that are a little bit rowdy end up doing a little bit more damage than I helped with, but the other one makes up for it.
Yep. Yeah, the bus isn't necessarily in crisis, but she is looking a little rough. And people in the corrupt village, by the way, the gates to the, you know, the town itself, are closed. And you start, roll me, I'm gonna say while Ari and Bunker are arguing, Hal, can you roll me a double insight?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll spend a Fabula point to re-roll both of that.
All right. What are you invoking?
I'm gonna do my traveler because I'm assuming this is about the town, right?
Yes.
Like I don't know what I'm rolling for.
This is more of like a perception.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do like the fact that I have experience traveling around and that kind of stuff.
All right. So, what trait are you invoking to re-roll this?
Yeah, like the survivor, the
Okay, yeah. Okay. Roll it for me. Double sixes. You have an opportunity. Hal, you immediately start to notice and push Ari and Bunker to the ground as gunshots go off near them, as well as a bunch of arrows, a few throwing knives, a fireball, a Molotov, maybe potentially a thing of acid.
I'd like to do the one.
Tom, you're coming in real quiet.
I'm coming in quiet.
Yeah,
barely
a
hear you.
little bit.
Does it sound better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So for my opportunity, I'd like to do the one where you can introduce a new character into the scene, and I want to say that as we're jumping down, Stroganoff pulls up in whatever his vehicle is that he uses.
You know what? I'm gonna say Stroganoff uses basically a magic carpet with a big crate in the middle of it. And this is a carpet that you always see on the floor of his shop.
Mm-hmm.
So you're starting to get the mechanics of, oh, he rides around in his own house. It's like a flying carpet, but they put a chair and a steering wheel on it.
Yeah.
And there's a pillar sticking out of it. And it's definitely not as thin as a carpet. But it isn't as, big as your bus. You might think this might be one of the artifacts from, like, down in the subterranean that he pulls his weird magic items from. But, and what your original job was supposed to be doing until you went, like, no, we're gonna get the coolest and bestest magic item. And Stroganoff is like, whoa, calm down. There's no need. I know these guys. The people of, oh my god, Corrupt Haven go. Stroganoff, we asked you not to bring anyone here. No, I did not bring them here. We have a, how'd you put it? Strange relationship where they keep finding me no matter what.
And they keep giving me money.
And they keep, at some points, it's like, get a life. On the other hand, they do pay my bills. And maintain my livelihood.
I thought you were following us.
What? No. I have a life. I travel from town to town selling wares.
Oh, and you just happen to go all the towns we go to?
For some fucking reason, yes.
You guys, I thought he was following us.
I think it's just a coincidence.
I don't
Really,
even like
Father?
all of you.
Oh.
Do you like some of us?
I like a good majority of you. The one in
Wait,
the
which
robe.
one?
It's the one in the robe. I do not care
Oh.
for her. A little off-putting. My sense of smell is more keen than normal, Heyman. So, it's... whenever I smell them, they just set everything off. It is...
That makes sense.
So, welcome to Corrupt Haven. I would love to invite you in, but, no.
Okay.
Say we just need supplies for the bus.
I can certainly try to sell you some things. I don't really have any airship parts on me at the current moment. But, anything else I can do for you? Maybe I have fuel, I have, I have many other things. I definitely, I was heading my way to Raijin, actually, or Raimachi.
Oh my gosh, we're headed there too.
Yeah, no, that's what a coincidence.
Oh, did I say Raimachi? I meant to say City of Soren.
No way, we're headed there too. I'm just kidding. We're going to Raimachi.
Well, have fun in Raimachi. I will try not to change my plans on account of you. The corrupt people, noticing that you guys aren't really threatening them, start going back to their homes.
one guy with a pitchfork, like, oh, with like a noose, is just like, oh, I thought we were gonna hang.
Thought we were gonna do some hanging. So yeah, no, right. The leader of the corrupts there, this little, what you assume is the leader, I think he's just maybe just be a little random old man. Corrupt, and he's like, well, you are welcome to stay outside of the haven. If you come into the haven, we will kill you.
All right.
Not really what we want to do, but this is a safe place for me and my people, and unfortunately Stroganoff. So, please be respectful. Maybe don't come crashing in at 4 in the morning. Now 5 in the morning. Yeah, that's all the rules we have. Stay out of our way and we will not hurt you, and vice versa.
You want some breakfast?
I'm going back to sleep. It's 5 a.m. I am an old man. I need to rest.
The type of old man that gets up early.
No, I didn't get up early on purpose. I got up early.
I mean, that doesn't get up early. That's what I heard.
Alright. Boy, how do you deal with this Stroganoff? They pay my bills. And,
I'm sorry about my friend. We were in the middle of a conversation. We'll try to keep it down.
I just tried a cannon.
Cool. I bet you did. And he leaves. It's like, I just want to sleep.
Ari starts to get to work on tinkering a little bit. I think she's getting together some sort of bus healing type of thing, some like patch thing for the bus
Okay.
that you can deploy, just like a little consumable item to retain some health from the bus.
Okay. Hal, is there anything you're working on?
Did you say who?
Yeah, you made a weird noise and then you stopped.
Me?
No, Tom.
I've been on mute. I haven't said anything.
Oh. Well, what is Hal doing?
It's breakfast time.
Hell yeah. The only meal he knows. What's Bunker doing?
Disassociating, and then smell the bacon. What's Hal cooking for breakfast?
Today it's eggs and waffles.
Okay.
Like other previous days.
I was really hoping for a frittata. But anyway.
Fair enough.
One day you'll get a frittata.
Yeah, Bunker just looks exhausted.
Bro, waking up. And looking a little worse for wear, but not as bad as Bro did at one point. Bro then's like, oh yeah, by the way, I found out what the, wanted to tell you guys, I found out what the engine is.
Oh?
I mean, you want me to explain it to you? What we're going to go find?
Yeah. Seems like useful information.
I mean, it's a little early. But yeah, no, I can tell you guys. Are we doing a meeting? It feels like we should get more people.
Who are we missing? We got breakfast,
Breakfast.
luncher. You.
Luncher.
Yeah, breakfast, luncher, dinner.
Arier, Howler, Burrower.
Burrow inner. Anyway. Alright. So, I got some good news and some bad news.
Hit us with the bad news.
So, the bad news. It's not necessarily a wish. So, remember how you told me that I was possessed by something that kept telling you to abandon hope?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk about it like last week, but we were kind of busy destroying Galgana, or whatever his name is.
Galgana.
Yeah, so here's the deal with the engine. It doesn't grant wishes. It just is a spellcast buffer. And what I mean by that is it makes casting spells basically it's like doing ritual magic, except on a much grander scale and much more horrid cost of the user. They went on and on about how if the engine doesn't cast spells, you have to be a mage to use it. And even then, you can desire something, but there's always a catch with this. Also, blabbered something about how the Emperor's family was chosen to use this kind of device, so let's not tell him that, because that's going to go to his head. But you have any other question? I feel I've been talking too much.
No, that's very informative, Perot. Thank you.
I feel like it'll be fine.
So now you guys still want to go after this thing?
Yeah, we just have to learn how to use magic, right? Easy.
Hal, thoughts?
I'm completely burnt, but if
Was
there's
this
anything...
a bad time? Was it a bad time? Are you
I didn't want to stay...
No, you go ahead.
It's just one thing compounding after the other, and what Ari did was completely reckless.
Hey, when have I been known to do anything else?
A little satellite dish that was on the bus falls off and hits the ground and does the wheelie metal cymbal noise. So, but yeah, no, it costs a lot of magic, and even then, it will physically destroy you.
Cool. Great.
Wow, I really told you guys at the wrong time, didn't I?
I mean, It's not too far out of the realm of what I was expecting.
How, Breakfast Boy, you have anything to say about this? I mean,
Hell says, like, what do you mean destroy?
like, it destroys your body, it breaks it down with each and every spell, depending on how powerful the spell is.
Okay, so you can get a couple of casts in.
And even then, it's not like you can use it again. It's like if you use it like twice, you're dead.
Then we'll only use it once.
And even then, you're kind of maimed.
We'll just heal. We'll just use this healing spell alongside it. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just
Who
wish
is
not to
that?
be named. Oh, you guys heard it too? Well, crazy.
It's
Looks
a
outside,
core
there's
up
like
it's a core up teenager who's looking over the wall and smells the breakfast.
Hey, you want some breakfast?
Yes.
I give him a plate.
They'll probably get mad if you come outside and interact with us, so we'll send it over the wall or something.
The smart sea monkey, I like to imagine, can climb like an actual ape,
Yeah.
and he brings the breakfast. He's not as strong as his fellow sea monkey brethren, so he gets winded by the activity. But, nevertheless,
Hey,
it
I'm
is
proud of you,
delivered.
buddy. You did it. All those gymnastics lessons have been paying off, huh?
Is it okay? It looks like it's having a hard time breathing.
I will be alright. Thank you, though.
Oh, the sea monk? Wait, I forget these talk.
I'm the only one that does because of the translator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other ones couldn't really figure out how to use the translator.
Just imagine one is strangling the other one in the background, like.
One definitely ate the translator because it was close to its mouth. He does the same thing with microphones.
It's
But... Okay.
like when you're interviewing a dog and you're like, what do you think? And it just on the microphone.
Yes.
I love that. I love when that happens.
Yes. So bro's like, okay. Yeah, so I gotta prepare for that.
Yeah, but when I eat the microphone people hand it to me, all of a sudden that's uncalled for, and that's a $400 microphone. Why did you do that?
And that's because dogs are cute and you're not.
Damn.
Whoa. I will have you know that dogs are cute.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep. So,
Anyway, what are we talking about?
the wish machine, the hope engine. It's also been known that it could, maybe, affects the land in different ways. I'm not entirely sure. It's, what's the word? Eco-friendly?
So it's eco-friendly?
It's not environmentally friendly.
Oh. Well, is that the reason why there's a desert?
I didn't really go into that. But it could be. So, is there anything else I can do for you here?
You want a second portion?
Yeah. Dickens is like, oh, food. And, his hands brush up against whoever's serving him, and it makes Dickens hungry, but he decides to drop the issue and eat the breakfast instead.
Hungry for ham.
Yeah. So you're able to rejuvenate inventory points here.
Yay!
Rest, but they kind of want you out as soon as possible.
It's 50 each.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
How much progress can Bunker make in a day?
Austin.
I'm basically kind of as a tinkerer level. One moment. Trying to find my Excel. I'm up to level 4 in tinkerer, so 4 progress a day.
It depends. I think it depends on where you put your stats.
Let me look at full to meter.
Oh, maybe it does. Oh yeah, it depends on how many stats you put in visionary.
Oh,
No,
I
wait,
have not put any in visionary. Okay, no,
Or
only
wait.
one.
I think that means you get 2. Let me double check.
All right. On that note, you are able, I'm assuming you head out the next day.
Yes.
All right. Roll
Unless
me.
anyone had.
How much did we get any healing on the bus at all?
There are no bus parts here. You can't heal the bus, but you can certainly refuel here. The village is not willing to give you resources for the purpose of repairing the bus.
Do we maybe want to try and convince them to do so? What do you guys think, or just make a beeline rush for the next one?
I do not want to push our stay on them any more than we have.
All right. Bus explodes.
All right.
I know.
All right. So, you guys head up north for Raimachi. I want you.
Real quick, I offer Stroganoff a ride.
Stroganoff's like, I have my own vehicle, friend.
I say, yeah, but that'll fit inside the bus. It's bigger on the inside.
I will let you know right now, his luggage will not fit through, what it is a giant, mechanical flying carpet, but, more ancient tech looking. And then, they'll, how do I put this?
Does it have, a whole building on the carpet?
It's like this tower, basically, that
Oh,
pops up
okay.
into the tent. And that will not fit through the entrance of the bus.
Alright, that's fine then. I thought it was, he had a magic carpet, and wherever he went, he just, took over a place, and it, expanded outward.
Yeah, Stroganoff then says, do not bother giving me a ride. I'm stationed here for a few days, tried to give back to community, but I am not changing my plans. I do have an important business meeting arrangement in Raimachi. So, I will see you there later. Have fun.
Guys, this could be the time that we get rid of him. We can switch over to going to Hodak down.
Up to you guys.
But all right. So next up, Raimachi.
Yep, next up,
Very
Ryan
much.
Machi.
All right, Sarah, you want to make
Yeah.
the roll?
Yeah, actually, while in between the last roll and this one, I put my points into Wayfarer. So
Sarah,
I.
were you not leveled up?
What are you talking about?
Sarah,
Tisk,
you're
tisk,
supposed to be
tisk.
leveled up.
Why would I do that? Who would I be to not level up in between sessions and do it only after it's necessary?
Yeah.
So
Well-
anyway, we reduced the die rolled for your travels by 1 size.
All right.
So what is this next die roll?
So it was going to be a D10 due to recent events, but you managed to find a way to easily just sort of fly a little bit above the mountains at a low altitude to get through.
So D8?
Yeah, roll me a D8, friendo.
6?
6.
6.
So I'm actually going to point this at Hal. Hal, flying up, you do know Heat's Relief is right there. You do have the idea of visiting. It might be a little dangerous. What are your thoughts?
I mean,
I'm putting.
Free for Hal. I don't really think he'd wanna go. I think if anything, he'd try and find a way to avoid it.
Why are you trying to avoid it?
It's where all of his friends and family died.
Oh. No, this is Ari asking.
Like I literally imagine Ari said.
Well, no, he
asking
he
how
definitely
that,
would not
and
have
how-
brought it up.
Oh no, like I imagine he did just bring up that casually, and she is still just as casual, like, oh wow.
Hey, aren't you from Heat's Relief? Why don't we go visit?
Yeah. I think Ari does say that. Hey, you're from Heat's Relief, right? You want to go visit?
I say it's long since been destroyed. There's nothing there.
In fact,
You don't want to say nothing. Could be something left over.
with the 6 you rolled, one of the things that they did to Heat's Relief, and why it is probably one of the few, probably the only name on here with a cross or a line through it, is they salted the earth with this place. The area you're flying over has this miasma covering there. Heat's Relief was actually quite big, or at least was the biggest location in all of the Mobius River country. And that gas is particularly harmful to organic life, even undead. And unfortunately, it rises. Actually, I'm going to say it does one thing that you have not seen this entire campaign. It starts to rain.
That's not good.
And pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. and then as you're realizing it is acid rain. And with this, the outside body of this car being exposed for this much oh my gosh, acid rain. I'm just gonna say it right now before I stumble over my words even more. You base it, the Baddington bus takes 30 poison or acid damage that penetrates resistance. So it's poison damage, but if they are resistant to it, basically the bus is getting more outside damage. All right. And then
Okay, I found what I was looking for. It's +1 progress for every player character who worked on it. +1 extra progress for every player character with 1 or more levels in the Tinkerer class. So that's why Ari gets 7, so Bunker gets 2. And with that, yeah, okay.
All right. As you leave Heat's Relief, which, by the way, Heat's Relief, despite being called Heat's Relief, and you'd think like, oh, it's heat, it actually focuses on the relief part. It's kind of cool there. Even though the outside of the is desert, but it could have been a nice place if it wasn't for the acid rain. The Baddington bus has no more paint, and is now sitting at a delightful that would be 88 HP. And you finally touch down. I'm sorry, you cross over the Rygen Fields, I believe they were called. Usually, Ari, one of the things you would do here with your family doing stunts is this place was prone to lightning strikes. And you would outrace, like, basically avoid the lightning, like, who's faster, you or the lightning?
Yeah, hell yeah.
A few of your family members have lightning strike scars. Most definitely.
I was almost a little jealous of it, but I was always faster than the lightning.
Yeah. And that a good thing? Yes. Yes, and very much so. And then there you finally get to town. The town of of Raimachi. Basically a series of these giant pagodas interconnected together in this sort of castle town built on an active volcano. And there are city streets in this location. You get out and try to find a place that you can use to find materials to fix the Baddington bus. And on the way there, or at least on the way back after you get the materials here, and I will tell you how much that costs in a moment, because I'm going to finish things up here. Roll Roll me a group double insight check. All of you. Hello?
I'm rolling it.
Okay.
Everyone got real fucking quiet.
I realized I put myself on mute. I was about to roll.
Alright.
1 second. Double insight.
Yep.
Let's see. Bunker would like to use a Fabula point using his background as duty bound and just being on edge. He's going to re-roll his that one.
Alright, go for it.
One Fab point.
Go for it. Go for it!
Go for it, man. Trying to find where to spend the Fabula point. That's in the class set. Oh, wait, no.
Alright.
That's in carrier. Never mind. Okay. So, give me one moment. I do apologize.
Alright.
Better.
Alright. So, after stopping in Raimachi, Bereau taking a nap, the sea monkeys reading books or eating books, and you guys go out, find what clearly is a blacksmith, and you're able to buy some materials and paint and whatnot to repair the Baddington bus. Which is going to cost
I would also like
100.
to start outfitting
Okay.
it with the scales, the fish scales that we got ages ago
Okay.
to protect us from the cold. And I would like to see if we can use it to be like both heat and cold protection. So like insulation, basically.
Okay. So that's something you're working on. The reason I made you do these rolls is there's a woman you've been seeing around town. I'm going to say we're going to cut a few days here. You've used 122 gold to fix the Baddington bus to full HP.
Each?
No, just one use. Whoever has the money can use the money, whatever.
How much you guys are at?
How much are you at?
Not 870.
Bunk, how do 3 full-grown men don't have $100 between them? Well, the economy's in shambles.
So wait, it was 100 and what?
112.
I actually have a lot of money, but I don't want to spend it.
Wait, just like 112
Yep, Zanero.
Scenario? That's not a lot.
That isn't a lot.
Actually, you know what?
Covering it then.
The reason why I had it like this is because you gotta keep spending money to fix it.
Yeah, how much is it?
112.
Alright,
Alright.
Now, granted, if it was reduced below 0, then it would cost I would multiply it by 10. But, or make it cost, a couple of thousand scenario. But to do these relatively simple repairs for Ari, it's no trouble at all. I can't wait till you find out that this Baddington bus was a rental. And you broke the warranty.
It's my bus now. I'm a pirate. I don't care about that. We're probably gonna have to spend a lot of money to make the bus heat and cold proof.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 immunities as an extreme project. And then what's the bus's size again? In accordance with project? Small is...
It's a
large.
large. It's large.
Hefty boy.
Well, because small is like a railway car. Large is like an airship or galleon, a castle hall, a house, or a giant creature.
So it probably would be small.
So would it be more small, or would it be more like railway car or more like house?
Intricacy wise, house, but I believe I've counted as small in the past, so I'm gonna give you it as small.
Now this is gonna cost a lot of money.
The people.
So what's a small extreme project cost?
Total 8,000 Zanero. But I have paid a certain amount ahead of time, so only 7,600.
How long will it take?
If Ari is working alone, 11 days. But Ari doesn't have to work alone because Bunker is here, so more like 9 days.
Well, I can front the money. I'm assuming that we'll try and probably gather some money in this town as well. So, but in terms of just being able to get started, I can front all the money for it.
All the money?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all of the money I've got left, but I do have enough.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm taking it.
I haven't needed to buy anything in a very long time, so there were a couple of things that I was looking into buying though, so if we could do some jobs to
I can give you some money as well.
Yeah. And then how much did you say it was?
7,600 Zanero.
All right, I'm gonna mark that down in here, but I won't fully take it off because I'm assuming it's something that is it something you pay as you go, or do you need the money to start?
You need it to start.
All right. Well, in that
do you
case,
not have all of it? Because I can.
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you the money to start, but I would like to get shares back.
Ari takes the Zanero and like looks a little evil as she like gleefully snatches it and almost runs away with it. But then Iggy coughs a little bit and she stops and sighs and turns around and says, "Thank you for fronting the money, Hal. It means a lot. It'll really help us get to our goal."
Yay.
And then she walks away again.
All right. So the people of the town, they'll give you service. You know, they'll let you eat at their restaurants, go to their blacksmiths, they'll let you buy stuff. But everyone kind of jeers at you. And I'm going to point to who rolled the highest on this.
I think it ended up being Bunker.
Bunker?
I rolled a 10, Bunker rolled an 11.
Yeah.
There's been a woman you've been seeing around town She looks much more different. Like, I'll be honest with y'all. I think this is pretty obvious that this is a big, you know, Asian inspired, city. However, uh, there's one person who sticks out who has very clearly, paler skin than usual. She wears a green cloak. You're not sure if she's stalking you. Because she's too far away and talking to other people a lot of the time. But you have begun to notice her, and she does look familiar. Do you tell anyone, Bunker? Or no?
I kind of whisper to whoever is near me at the time.
Yeah, I like to imagine you're going out for lunch or something, the three of you.
I kind of nudge towards Al, and just hey, have you noticed that looks like we've been getting watched?
My gosh. Bunker, do you have a little suitor? You have a little secret admirer, don't you?
You mean a stalker? Then yes.
Yeah, same type of thing. What?
No, it's very much not. It's very much not.
So, quick question is: can we see the advertisements Brecken hasn't put out yet?
I'm gonna say that they were strangely in Korup Haven outside the wall, but not inside the wall. I will let you.
We didn't see inside the wall, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah, they definitely outside the wall. Because one, you can't go into it, and neither could probably any Baladadan or Dadian or whatever citizen go into the Corrupt Haven. And then there's the whole how do I put this? It's pretty far, but you basically have worked from wherever Vara was, all the way from west to east, and you'll soon be able to get that. How do I put this? But yeah, she is in the area when you point out this woman, Austin. I'm sorry, Bunker.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put your finger on it.
Chief.
Just go up and talk to her. What's the worst that could happen?
Bunker's thinking it's either Amaterasu, or Bunker. How does Bunker want to do this?
Can I say that Ari sneaks off?
Are you Bunker will point her out?
Yeah.
But are you gonna sneak up to confront her, Ari?
Yeah, can I sneak around behind her?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna make you roll.
Oh.
But she's walking on the street. She's carrying a bag of food at the moment. What are you gonna do?
Can what I do be I have the Nirumi from that one cat girl.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, and that's just hold on, let me hold.
That is a bladed whip, basically. It's a whip sword. Is what it basically is.
Oh, maybe I don't want to use that.
Yeah. You're going to attack this woman?
No. I wasn't going to attack her.
Grapple her?
Kind of. I was going to, like, take some rope and, like, lasso her and basically tie her up. Not like so extreme as that, but
I'm gonna say
maybe okay. How about instead of this, I'm gonna set like a little trap that as soon as she walks past it, it'll like pull her into an alleyway.
That's gonna be 2 hit inventory points.
Does that mean 1 inventory point because everything costs 1 less, or 2 as in 2?
I'm gonna say 1. Because everything costs 1 less in this instance.
Okay.
Yeah,
you just tell me what they would normally cost, and then I will subtract 1 from it.
Yeah. So it would normally cost 2 for this, because this is kind of a complex invention here. But you're using it to get her attention. Yep, that's Bipple screaming.
Breaking all barriers.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a fairly simple trap of like, she kind of gets, she steps on something and it lassos her and pulls her into an alleyway.
All right. So you do that, and it grabs her. She doesn't really give a strong reaction to it.
Ari takes like a cone, and has Ignacio sit in it so that it's like an interrogation light. And like points it at her, and says, "Who are you and are you following us? Or why have you been following us?"
Ari, as soon as you ask that and you point the light in her face, the hood comes down. I'll put her on the screen now. And you actually know exactly who this is. Ari, you know...
I thought it was going to be John Cena and the music was going to start playing.
Oh, God, I wish. We all wish. No.
Fucking does DDT Ari.
Yeah, no, they get up, DDT Ari, and fucking suplex the... no. So, this woman right here. You know, after you shine the light in her face, the hood comes down. And she looks at you with absolute malice. Like, if she could kill you, she would.
Who is this?
You might remember her from that little locket that you stole.
Oh no!
And that's where we're going to end our session. I hope everyone had a good time. I'm Boosh /Connar / your GM this evening. The consequences of Ari's actions will come to get them. You can find me at that username on Blue Sky. I'm kidding, no. No.
I have a Blue Sky now. I have something to plug.
I'm Boosh at B00SH on Blue Sky. You can also find me Conjoin Artist on Instagram or Con the Artist on Twitter. Join the Discord, be our friend. Also, like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. Tossing it to Austin.
Hey, you can find me Octo_us on Twitter. And Blue Sky as well, though I don't use it as much as I should.
You should post your stuff.
I know. I will eventually, especially since I have one thing in the works soon. Ben would know about that, but Ben.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
plug.
Yeah. Okay. I have a plug. It is also a blue sky.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost. It is Ghost Puncher Ben.
Oh.
BS. B Sky. Social.
Yippee.
I contribute nothing.
You didn't.
And I'm Starlight Sarah on Blue Sky.
You are. And then, Tom, what's your plug?
Hello, my name is Tom. I found a guitar in the dumpster once, and I now put it up, and people will come in and they'll be like, "Oh, do you play guitar?" And I'll just look at them really funny, and I'll be like, "No, why'd you think that?" And you say, "Well, you have a guitar," and I'm like, "No, it's an art piece." And then they're like, "Tom, this doesn't make any sense." And then I have this conversation multiple times, and that's my plug. Is I think you all should do this. It doesn't work if you actually know how to play the guitar, though. So.
Good night, everybody. Also, real quick before we go.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Sarah, how do you feel about this NPC?
Awkward.
Good night, everybody.